Hello world, welcome back to the stream. Excuse me, still got a bit of crud in the system, so hopefully it won't be too distracting. So last night we left off, we had a lot of success, but we also discovered a bug last minute. We were implementing combat. And we found this interesting issue. Let me see if I can reproduce it. I need two monsters on the screen to reproduce it. I'm gonna get it. So I'm just gonna kill this guy. It disappears. And where are all my guys? Oh. So quick I killed it without even realizing it. Okay. Where all my monsters are hiding. This could be actually a problem. Another bug that we're finding. There should be monsters on this level. There should be 10 of them. And I think that the problem we were seeing is that when we were cleaning up the corpses of our dead monsters, we were seeing other monsters that were still alive disappear. So I think that may actually be happening whether or not we can see whether or not those other monsters are visible or not, because we've explored this entire map and we saw 2 monsters, which is not correct. These levels should have 10. So let's dive in and see if we can figure out what is why our cleanup routine is being a little bit overzealous. So this is our health removal. We check and see if our current HP is less than or equal to 0. Then we go and see if it's time, if enough ticks have elapsed to remove the corpse, and if so, then we go through and clean it up. Game object to destroy. We grab the object ID from our health component that we just checked, and we destroy that game object. This logic looks fine. Maybe it's our destroy that's not right. Element to remove. We do a list search for the game object. I don't see that there's any looping here. This search should be fine. Oh. Returning a single element. We're given an object, we look for all its components, we search through the various lists, and we remove up to 1 element per. And we're clearing out the components of each object. So that, I mean, that looks fine. I guess it's time to throw it in the debugger and see what's actually going on. So fire up the debugger. Just waiting on Visual Studio. And OBS doesn't like to see Visual Studio without a bit of reconfiguration, so let me see if I can do that. Okay. Alright, so I opened up my my game file, and I want to look for health. We'll just go through all of this code, I guess. Let's put a breakpoint on death when we detect death, and then we can step through all that stuff, but I want to do... We'll put a breakpoint here, and here, and here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start up an instance of my game, and then I'm going to attach Okay, so now if we play the game, it should trip. Alright, we've hit our breakpoint already on the health removal update, because that runs every cycle. And basically we should not see it hit either of these breakpoints. So I'm going to let this guy run, because there's nothing currently dead. Alright, so let's just... It seems like we have another bug here, because this is a room that has no... Let's do it anyway. Alright, so we're going to go step through this. So our game object is not the player, we just killed the serpent. So we're going to change its properties. And in this, so our ID for our game object is 3206, and it's got the following, it's got 5 components to it. It looks like it may have all of those. So we're going to set the visibility. As you can see, we've changed the glyph, we've changed the foreground color to be reddish. And then we're going to update the physical characteristics and set both block, movement, and sight to false. And then we're going to remove the movement component because we don't want it moving anymore. I guess we'll step into this since we're really trying to figure out where the issue is. So we're clearing the component, we grab the movement component from that object. Got it right here. Now we're going to remove that from the movement components. And set the object. So this was our movement component. Now it's been nulled out. So that's all looks to be working properly. And then we're setting our on our health, our ticks Well, that's interesting. Look at our current HP. That definitely looks wrong. So I'm going to put another breakpoint. Combat, deal damage. Put a breakpoint there. So our ticks until removal is set to 5. And we're going to check. We checked for death. Let's let it run. And now we're inside of our removal update, and we're just going to decrement the tick counter. That looks correct. So I'm going to remove this one, and we'll wait until we hit the death removal function. Okay, so now we're in. Current HP is way dead. Ticks until removal is 0, so now we're in here. We're going to remove the object and all related components from the world state. So we're going to grab the object related to this object ID, which is 3206. And this is it. Should have our nulled out movement, so it looks like this is the right object. Oh, and I just... That reminds me, I'd like to add a watch. And what I'd like to add to that watch is... I guess maybe I could just put it on position comps or something. At health comps. Size is 10. Well, okay, so let me see something here. If E, so we've just destroyed this game object, which means that we've also just destroyed we've updated the list, I think, that we're incrementing, or that we're iterating through, which is definitely going to be an issue. So let's see what E gets sent to. Write a note real quick to myself here that says look into the hit point issue. Hit points are super negative. Oh, I have that breakpoint in the damage calculator, and then also the okay. let's run this. Let's continue. I actually want to restart. Oh, because I generated a room without it. Yeah. Okay, this looks better. Let's attach. There's one. Bang. Okay, so I put it. I noticed that our. What is this? Total attack. These are just like. Oh, I haven't set those yet. I was like, those are crazy numbers. So our attacker has an object ID of 0, which means that that is our player. That's correct. Defender has an object ID 3201. And so the player has an attack of 2 and a defense of 2, but crazy attack modifiers. So I think that's probably the issue. I'm not actually setting the attack modifiers yet. That's why you get crazy numbers. Okay. So I get a total of attack of like. But I did okay, so on the player I'm not setting the attack or defense modifier, but on the monster I set the defense of 2. So yeah, you're killing the monster every time. So that's definitely an issue. Yeah, let's address. I'll just address it in here because it's. Otherwise, you guys won't be able to see it. So we're setting up our player, combat, attack, defense. We need attack modifier. Right now it'll be 0. And ditto for the defense. Bugs be damned. Hey, how's it going this evening? Defense mod. Let's just double check that component structure. Combat is attack modifier, defense modifier. Yep. And I guess I should set the dodge modifier as well. Because otherwise, he's going to be unhittable because he'll just have some crazy dodge modifier. And let's do the same, make sure we're doing the same for NPCs. Attack, defense. So these are set them anyway. 32 def mod. And then I32 dodge. Where's my autocomplete in this thing? Huh? Alright, I'm gonna kill this because test this bit out. I've got too few arguments in my call because I just added them, but I didn't actually do anything. So I'm just gonna do 0, 0, 0 now. Let's attach. Alright, built, reran, attach. Hey, Goodster, how's it going this evening? Welcome to the stream. A debug stream. Debugging our combat system right now. Alright, so let's find a monster. Okay. Let's check our defense. These look reasonable. 4-1 attack or 2-2. Ah, what? Did I not set it for the player? I wonder if I saved this file. I would think that it would. You're looking for a free coding program? Does that mean like a program to help you learn how to code, or a program that is like a text editor or IDE or something that will allow you to code?
Or a painting, whatever. It's a natural path that spans infinitely.
Alright, so I've saved the file now. I'm going to build it again and see. I feel like it didn't get the changes.
Into the abyss. In the midst of summer, it won't exist.
I want to help you learn.
This emptiness. It's just a blank slate.
There's a bunch of online resources, including, I don't know if you've seen, like, I don't know what type of language you want to learn, but if you want to learn programming concepts in general, you can always check out Khan Academy too, for intro. Why is this attack modifier garbage? Seriously, where is it getting that from? Combat. It's a signed integer. So it's not looping around or doing anything crazy like that. What? Attack modifier. Attack modifier equals 0. Player Fate009, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, shoot, what's your question? Defense modifier, attack equals 0. So I get my total of attack of this crazy number, and then total defense of 1. Do I know any C#? Yes, I've been away from it for a few years, but I did several years of C# development. but like I said, I've been away from it. The last time I did C# was probably about 5 years ago now. Python be a good starting point for beginners. Yes, it's a good starter language. And there's several good. Trying to think. Good site to learn Python. There's several good starter books for Python. But yeah, I mean, there are several online resources for learning Python. Trying to connect a database in PHP-MyAdmin using C#. So PHP-MyAdmin is it's an administrative program. It's written in PHP, and it gives you a web interface to a database. So I'm not sure what type of database you're trying to hit. But if you were to do some kind of Google search, I would Google for connection code in C# or whatever database you're trying to access. I think the PHP-MyAdmin is not relevant to this question. Google keywords for the database you're using, and then connecting via C#. I do not know why this attack modifier is garbage. Object ID 0. The attack is right. Is that correct? Is that what I'm saying? Attack is 2, defense is 2. All the other values look right. Something is somewhere along the way is clobbering that attack modifier. So it's this guy. Hey KTev, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Trying to do some debugging of a combat system right now. Alright, so my attack modifier is getting garbage in it somehow. So that's one thing that we need to figure out. And then the next... So... These mistakes have no one else to blame. Said I could feel it when you left me here, I'm gonna let this thing fly. Our emotions are one and the same. So come on over, we can persevere, persevere. Okay, so we'll get the object to destroy, and it's going to be our 3204, which is our monster. That's good. I want to step into this. Element to remove. Data. Previous. Okay, so this is our. Is it the head of the list? Pretty sure that I'm clobbering this here. Yeah, my list is getting clobbered, that's the problem. So list size for health is still 10. That's good. Alright, so E is health components. E should be E should have just been destroyed. So accessing this is dangerous.
Find ourselves alone here, wanting to disappear, change our names, live on the sun, where every sound is clearer, burns a little deeper, and we're close enough, but your lucid touch evaporates. I open up my eyes, wake up dreaming through the days and sleepless nights. Your lucid touch evaporates.
This should be a Yeah, this is not right. I'm clobbering my lists here. I need to go and do a serious debugging on the linked list structure. I'm gonna make a note. Don't destroy objects. Iterating through. What other issues did we have? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna. Combat. Oh, you know what? I'm not copying that data, that's the problem. I added those fields and I'm not copying them. What a dummy. Look at that. So, problem is that I added these fields to this combat component, and when I'm assigning it to my game object, I need to copy the data out of the structure into memory where it's going to live for longer than the method call. So I need to copy these additional fields from combat data. Dodge. So similarly, we added some stuff to health. We added health ticks until removal, right? Equals health. What else did we add? Did we add other stuff? We were busy yesterday. We added lots of stuff. Nothing to movement. We only added ticks until removal to health, and then we added all of we added the 3 modifiers to combat. I think that's everything. All right, let's build that and see if that makes it like a million times better. Yeah. I just want to go back and look at those health quick. Make sure I'm copying all this stuff. Current HP, max HP, recovery rate, ticks until removal. So there should be 5 things I'm copying. Yep, 5. Okay. And 6 for combat. 6, yep. Okay. And I am going to real quickly see if it's two here and just throw it in the debugger just to. All right, now let's find the beastie. Boom. Okay, so now we should see in our attack string, yes, attack modifier 0, defense modifier 0. Brilliant. So we'll look at the defender health. He has current HP, so this should not be a one-hit kill. Total attack is 2, total defense is 1, so we're going to do 1 hit point of damage. So we should see this go down to 7. Boom. There it is. So now when we check for death, there is none. No death. It lives. Great. Now the monsters can't counterattack yet. We still have that on our to-do list. But I'm going to remove this breakpoint and then just swing at it a couple times until it dies. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should die with this hit. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna just let this fly and see what. Alright, we killed the goblin. So there's an issue where the player will disappear underneath the corpse. So we gotta fix that. But I'll add that to the notes. So player moves under corpse. Don't want that. So, okay, we've still got the bug though where the death sweeper is cleaning up too much. That may be a problem with our link lists. Alright, so we fixed one thing. I don't have a ton of time tonight. We'll probably go for about another 20 minutes. But hopefully we can hammer out 1 or 2 more bugs. I want to see my render routine because if we look at the death routine, health, check death. When the player dies, oh, I'm not setting. I made a note when I was thinking about this, but I never actually implemented it, it looks like. I want to move the visibility layer visibility. Where is the visibility layer? Oh, is that on the position? Oh, that's why I didn't do it yesterday. Position layer. So what we want to do is we want to grab the. We don't have the position yet. Position. We'll grab the position component from the game object, and we want to set position layer. um, ground, I guess. It probably already is layer ground, but I'm going to explicitly set that to layer ground. Because the player, am I not saying player position properly? Visibility, combat, position. I wonder if I'm never setting the player position to be on top always. Player position is initially set in level input, so I should look at that. Player top. Alright, so it looks like that would be appropriate. Maybe the problem is I wasn't setting... I don't pass it on layer, do I? Oh, it's right there, layer. Layer top, oh. That's... okay, so that was the problem. Is that the monster was previously set to layer top, so it was this... So if we rebuild and rerun, we should be good. Okay, so if I kill this goblin, takes a lot of hits to kill the goblin apparently, maybe too many. We'll do some balancing later, but so now I should be able to, yes, walk right on top of him. And now he disappears, okay. So that's another fix. Take a note. Done. As you can see, my cleanup routine seems to have cleaned up like all the other monsters from the level, because there should be like 10 other monsters, but I feel like I clobbered my in-game world data. I suspect that the issue is in my list implementation. Well, one thing is in my sweeper function, I'm looping through my health component list and I'm removing elements from that list. Right here, don't destroy objects you're iterating through. So when I do game object destroy, it actually destroys all of the subcomponents of that object, one of which is this. So ERDK TV, thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. I need a way to safely iterate through this list. because theoretically we could be removing multiple objects in the same turn, so it's not like I can just stop at the first one and bail. I need to keep iterating through the list. Maybe I iterate to the next item in the list and then destroy it. Alright, 60. Oh, I see why my list is always getting previous. If I insert after the element is not null, meaning I don't want to insert at the head of the list. Well, let's say I'm inserting at the head of the list, because that is the case that I'm using all the time. New element previous is null. But I also need to do list head leave equals new element. Similarly, if I'm inserting after how do I have element and new element? I think oh, the element I'm inserting after. Okay. New element next is element next. New element previous is element, and element next is new. Okay, so that case appears to be proper. Alright, so the list, the problem with the previous not being set, I think, is fixed. My insert was wrong. So now we may just have the issue where we are destroying an object out from the middle of a list that we're iterating through. In this case, the health comps list. Once I destroy, I could just restart the list? No, because what if it's the head of the list? Think about this one. Don't have a ton of time left in this for this evening, so I may have to take a look at this off stream, but let's just run and see if our... Oh, now we've got issues. We crashed. I guess my list fix didn't fix so much. List head was null pointer. List insert after. Where did we actually blow up? Over here? Oh. Yes, if you're trying to insert to an empty list, that's obviously going to fail. That was a dumb one. Oops. So we only want to do that assignment of previous if we actually have an element at the head of the list. If list tail. I guess I can just do this as an if or as an else statement. Alright, no crashy this time. Good. Let's kill this kobold. Definitely need some balance here because I'm just whacking away at this thing. I wonder if it's got too much defense. I'm gonna have to go for a serpent. Okay. Okay, that time the serpent died, but nothing else disappeared, so that's good. Let's take out this goblin. That disappeared. Maybe that fixed it.
Every man has his own ambition. But even the impossible can happen.
I think I can just keep swinging at these kobolds and they're not going to die because the defense of the kobold is actually more than my attack strength, so I'm not actually damaging. Three, 4, 5. Alright. That appears to have alleviated our overzealous cleanup problem, which is nice. Brilliant. Well, good. I'm going to call this stream a success then. Cool. Let's do a little rebalancing while I'm thinking about it, because this is a little ridiculous. First of all, let's give our player a little bit more power. So let's give it an attack of 5. Maybe a defensive. And 2 is fine. And let's go into our monsters. So our kobold had a... Oh, look, it's got an attack of 6 and a defensive 2. So we only had an attack of 2 before, so that's why we weren't even hurting it. But now with an attack of 5, we should be good. Let's save this, rebuild. Now we should be able to take out this kobold. Boom. Cool. Monsters fall before us. Of course, they can't actually counterattack yet, so it's a little unfair, but just counting. Okay, excellent. That appears to be in working order. That was, so that was our bug from yesterday. Cleaned up a couple other bugs along the way. And I've got other obligations this evening, so I cannot, unfortunately, stream all night as I would like to. But I think that this was a successful stream. We did some useful debugging. And so tomorrow or with the next stream, we can hopefully finish out our combat subsystem, which means that we're going to tweak a little bit how damage is done, because I'd like to randomize it a little bit. I don't want to just do like a fixed amount of damage every time. I want to introduce, some randomness, some dice rolling, quote unquote, to make it more variable. And then also the big missing feature from our combat system is allowing the monsters to attack us. So we should be able to definitely tackle those next 2 items with our next stream. But I am going to call it for this evening. So thank you very much for watching this shorter stream. We'll be back again soon. If you want to see previous streams, everything's archived on YouTube. The link's right there. Hit me up with any questions or comments on Twitter @PDCodes, and all of the source code is freely available on GitHub repository, link right there. If you enjoyed the stream and like to get notified the next time I stream, please go ahead and hit that follow button. I would much appreciate it. So thanks for watching this evening, and I'll catch you next stream.